Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a little uni Q&A. I feel like obviously I go to uni and there's obviously loads of videos on the internet about uni and stuff like that, but when I started uni I genuinely knew not a lot about what I was getting myself in for, and I just think like if I can provide any help or answer any questions that people have specifically, you know, why wouldn't I do that? To help you guys out, do you know what I mean?
I'm all up in the clouds when it's pouring rain. Ain't never coming down unless you call my name. Yeah, we should take it slow, just like day by day.
I know many of you are really young, but this is a really good video to watch even if you're not considering going for even like 5, 6, 7 years yet. It's just really nice to know like if it could be an option for you. So whether or not it is or isn't, this could help you decide if you might want to do it in the future or if it's just definitely not for you. Because it's fine if uni's not for you, uni's not for everyone, and I can completely understand why it's not for everyone, because I was debating both ways for a lot of my life. I did always think I would go to uni, but I wasn't 100%, and I just think a video like this would have been able to like help me plan maybe a little bit more in advance for like UCAS and things like that. It's a big process, university, trust me. Someone said, do you miss going to classes? Obviously, because uni is online this year, I don't miss going to classes because it saves me like walking to uni, and you know, it's kind of like easier to do it online, but I do miss like having the interaction with other students that are on my course, and also like being able to just like see people in the flesh, like lecturers and seminar teachers. It's so different. So I would say I like do miss it more than I thought I probably would, but you know, I'm just having to make do with it for now. Hopefully we'll be back in person soon, who knows. How do you find living away from your really cool siblings? Robin being the coolest. That was from Robin if you couldn't guess. I really hate living away from home. It's not an ideal situation. Like I'd love to have my family here with me, but you know, it's part of growing up, and I've learned so much from living away from home, and I genuinely wouldn't change that for the world. Like everything, all the skills I've learned, like I've learned to look after myself, and you know, that's just a part of becoming an adult, and I feel like you get a lot of freedom with moving away, and yeah, as I said, like you learn new skills and stuff, which you know is great. But yeah, I do really miss living with my cool siblings, Robin Hobson and Emily Hobson. This jumper I just want to quickly talk about. This was kindly sent to me by Go Get Personalised. Oh my god, it's so soft, so cozy. It's got my initials. It's literally my favourite colour. Guys, you know how much I wanted a baby blue sweatshirt jumper. I literally did a haul and I didn't really like the one, and I'm so glad I waited, and Go Get Personalised really sorted me out with this, so thank you so much. Make sure you go check them out. It would be such a nice Christmas present for your friends or family or yourself if you want to treat yourself. Why not? It's been a hard year, treat yourself, do you know what I mean? I'll put the link in my description so you can go and shop Go Get Personalised. But yeah, this is an ad, they just kindly gifted it to me, and I'm really in love with it, so thank you so much. Is it difficult? I mean, I saw a tweet yesterday and it was like, uni is 10 times harder than A-levels, yet 10 times easier. And as confusing as that may sound to you, if you're a uni student, I'm sure you can agree with me on that. It's genuinely like, it's a complete different ballgame to sixth form or GCSEs or anything like that. It's completely different. It's kind of like it's more application based than like general like learning, like knowledge. Like you have to have this knowledge and like use it as well, rather than just having the knowledge. It has to be applied. Like okay, you do have to apply a little bit in A-level maybe, but this is another level of application. If you keep on top of things, you will fly, you'll be fine. If you don't work off your own back and you need people to push you, uni is difficult, definitely. Especially with being online, because we've got no one to really turn to for help this year. Obviously we can email, but it takes days. I'm waiting on an email right now and I can't get started on my project because I like don't know what I'm doing and I don't want to start and do it wrong, so I'm waiting for her to tell me, and obviously I'm just waiting until she replies, and I can't do anything until then. I would say half the time I think, oh, this is like really nice, I love uni, and then half the time like harder than I thought it was going to be, because all your assignments are just on top of each other, everything's due in the same 2 weeks. It gets difficult towards the end of the semester, which is where we're kind of getting to now. And yeah, now I'm feeling the stress a little bit more than I was a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, just don't let things build up. But yeah, it's like half difficult, half not. It just depends how you are as a person, how you adapt to it, I think. What is uni life like? Like social life, exams, lectures, etc. Lectures, I think she means. So uni life is very different to sixth form school. You have a lot more free hours. So for example, I have Tuesday, Wednesday off each week. That doesn't mean I don't work on those days. I still work. I probably work more on those 2 days than any other day, because I get like caught up with like readings and stuff like that. Social life speaking, it's great. It was great this time last year. Obviously when COVID happened, things have changed, but it is a great way to meet new people. It's fun going out into a new city, and also you meet so many new people. You make the best of friends. Like the people I live with are like my best friends, and they're like my siblings now. We're like a family, and it's so lovely to have. So we have exams in January, and then in like May, June time. I think it's June actually. We did it differently last year, obviously because of Corona, so we didn't actually sit our June exams in person. We had them all online, but obviously in regular circumstances we would be sitting them at uni. Some modules are more exam based, some modules are more like coursework based, some modules are quizzes each week, some modules are essays. You can literally have all of them, and currently I have like a mix of all of them. Lectures are basically you go and, I didn't even know the difference between lectures and seminars when I first started. So lectures, you basically go and someone will talk for an hour, 2 hours, whatever your lecturer says, sometimes 3. I don't have any 3, but I know people that do. And you just basically sit, and there's a lot of people in this room. It's kind of like a theatre, if you know what I mean. It's like a big screen at the front, someone presenting, and yeah, everyone sits and types notes, and it's kind of like brief descriptions of what your topics are that week. And then seminars or workshops are kind of like more like 20-25 classroom like sized rooms kind of thing. And yeah, that's where you like go into more depth about things, and yeah, they interact with you there. So they'll ask you questions. Obviously we're not in person at the minute, but on Zoom they'll put us in breakout rooms and they'll call us back, and we'll have to like talk about our answers, etc, etc. In your first year, do you get put in accommodation with random people? So personally I did, yeah. So I chose my I looked around the accommodations, and then I selected the ones that I liked, and you rank them. That's another tip. I would definitely, as you're looking around unis, if you can look around in person or even online, just remember like what ones you like the rooms you like and the accommodation. Make a list of like pros and cons, and then like rank them, like try and rate them out of 10 or something, so then you can later rank them. That's what I did, and when it come down to like ranking them, it was a lot easier to remember which one's which, because you're going to be seeing so many different accommodations for different unis, and it gets a bit confusing. So just make sure you do that. You normally get put with random people unless you go into like a house instead of like halls. Then you will kind of be able to have, you probably wouldn't know the people anyway, but like you kind of have a say of who you're living with, because you have to select like people kind of thing. So what are you doing at uni? Do business management with psychology, so majority is business, and then you get to pick your modules. So at the minute I'm doing introduction to entrepreneurship, I'm doing managing operations, managing projects and technologies, and my psychology for this term is biological psychology, which is my least favourite. Anything you initially forgot to take to uni and now have? That's a good question. I'm not gonna lie, I overpacked. Like I overpacked a lot. I took everything. My mum did most of it, to be fair, because I was so nervous I didn't even want to think about moving. When I moved in, my housemate Jack this year, he lived with us last year as well. He helped me bring it all in. He was like, you have like 4 times the amount that we have. And I was like, oh, that's embarrassing. Things like pins, blue tack, things like that, because you do want to like make your room a bit more like homely, because it is a bit like plain. So like I've put pictures on my walls in here as well, like just things like that. Consider. I can do like a video of like what to take to uni if people want to see that, like nearer when people will be going to uni next year maybe. Do you feel homesick? I don't really feel homesick as such. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the day. You know, everyone has down days, everyone feels differently each day. Like But currently I'm not homesick, and I'm less homesick being in this house than I was in my halls last year, and I felt really isolated in halls. Not that I would not have changed it for the world, like being in halls, but this is so much more homely and like a family rather than like a hotel, like halls felt like for me. So yeah, I felt more homesick last year than I do this year. How do you choose which uni to apply for? So it's up to you. You can pick however you want. You can pick because of the rankings, you can pick because of the area. Can't lie, I kind of went off the area because I did want to live in Brighton. And then you sort of just go from there. Like if there's a uni that just stands out to you, just go with it, because go with your gut, genuinely go with your gut. As long as you can, like, you think you can make the grades, or you think you can have a bit of leeway and get in anyway, just go for it. Was it hard settling into uni? This is the last one I'm gonna do. It wasn't like hard to settle, it was just hard to like get to grips with like what uni was. I didn't really have much idea of what was gonna be like life at uni, and I kind of learned as I went. And I think because I had such a nice flat, I didn't struggle to settle in because I had so many great people around me, and I made loads of friends like straight away, not in my flat as well, you know. And yeah, I don't think it was hard, but I can understand why people might think it's hard to settle. It's just not for everyone. It literally is luck of the draw who you get to live with, and I think that really makes or breaks your first year. But yeah, I guess it is difficult, but you know, I'm quite good at adapting and changing. Like I don't mind change that much, so it didn't feel too bad for me, but I can get why it does for other people, if that makes sense. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this little Q&A about uni and uni life. If you want to see any more uni dedicated videos, just let me know and I'll be sure to do them. Make sure you follow all my social medias, which will be linked in my description, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!